Okay, my dear student, I am your social teacher B.R. Singhal. Today I am coming in front of you by bringing there some questions which are very important for this examination point of view. Okay, my dear student, there is one question I found that in the 10 set, or you can say it is given in this 30 days practice also. The question like this, that Kenya of this African countries, okay, Kenya that lies in this Africa has developed in this tourism sectors, and savanna grassland, yes, in Argentina they were is highly developed. Okay, Argentina lies in the South America, the country, and has developed this animal husbandry. Then what, yes, lesson can Nepal learn from these country? What Nepal must learn from all these countries? Okay, my dear student, questions once again. Kenya, the African country, has developed in the tourism in savanna grassland, and Argentina, the South America country, have developed its animal husbandry. Then what lesson can Nepal, yes, learn from these country? Mentioned in 4 points like this, my dear student. The question has been asked already in this examination, in previous examinations, and it is very important questions to you. So that I would like to clarify about this concept about this question. Okay, Kenya, the African country, has developed in the tourism sectors in savanna grassland, and Argentina, the South America, where lies this vast extensive grassland that is known as the pampa. So that Argentina is developed in the sectors of this animal husbandry. Then what lesson, okay, can Nepal learn from these nations? Okay, mentioned in 4 points like this, the questions is asked in this examination, my dear student. Okay, the what lesson Nepal is learned from these nations? Okay, yes, now listen to me here. Now the answer, okay, my dear student. Okay, so listen me nicely, because here is no NES whiteboard. I am just reciting in front of you, so that listening is important, my dear student, and I hope that you are, yes, listening to me. Okay, to clarify this concept, what kinds of the lesson that Nepal must have to, yes, learn from this nation. Now first, everybody know that Nepal is rich in this water resources, from which Nepal can, yes, generate this hydroelectricity and can sell to this nearby this Asian countries, okay, to earn the money, and that money can be used and utilized in this development work in this activities. Okay, and for this development of the other infrastructure of development, there is a great possibility to generate this hydroelectricity, because everybody know that Nepal is the second richest country in this water resources. So that Nepal can use and utilize these sectors of its water resources to generate this hydroelectricity, and can sell to these nearby these Asian nations or neighboring nations, and can earn the lots of money, or you can say white money, and that money can be used and utilized in other development work and activities. So steps of the lesson that Nepal must have to learn from this country like the Kenya as well as this Argentina. Okay, my dear student, of course, yes. And second one is that the, yes, quality of the soil, especially in this Tarai belt, okay, is very good and appropriate and suitable for the agriculture, because this due to the presentation of this humus, okay, humus in this soil, that is the quality of the soil, fertile land. So that there is great possibility about this development of the agriculture by this method of this mechanization. Okay, by adopting this process of this agriculture mechanization, the production can be, yes, grow in huge amount, so that the required foods can be, yes, produced inside our nations, and dependency can be, yes, eradicated. So steps of these factors, or you can say, yes, possibilities are, yes, found in this Nepal. So that Nepal must have to mechanize this agriculture sectors, especially in this tribal. Yes, there is great possibility. So steps of the lesson that Nepal can, yes, learn from this country like this Kenya as well as what the Argentina, my dear student. Like this, my dear student, you have to create this answer for its examination, but you must have to give this answer with the facts. Okay, and yes, yes, you can, yes, answer this your answer in examination by giving this fact use origins. Okay, and I hope that you will do that in your examination. And similarly, yes, Nepal is the country that lies on the lap of this Himalayas. Lap of the Himalayas means that Himal ko kakhma avasthit cha Nepal. So that Nepal is the country that lies on the lap of this Himalayas. The snow-clad mountain, okay, the snow-clad mountain shines gloriously and captivate this lookers' heart. So that there is great possibility about this development of this tourism industry too. Yes or no? Of course, yes, there is no doubt. Therefore, this provision of new and new trekking areas should be well managed. by this concerned authority, or you can say tourism of the or the tourism ministry, with the yes, five-star hotels, okay, motels, restaurant, bar, and by providing the full of this security and good accommodation facilities, okay, continental foods, okay, and hospitality, yes, behaviors with these tourists. Such types of the culture can, yes, Nepal is develop for the development of this Nepal too. And Nepal is rich in these forest resources, there is no doubt. So no, the poaching for the, yes, poaching means tusker, poaching for the talks, okay, horns, or can say skin, okay, should be immediately, yes, stopped by deploying their security, yes, force. Yes or no? So that we can attract thousands of the tourists in this various, yes, national park that lies in this Nepal. Our country has been blessed by these beautiful, yes, customs, traditions, culture, values, norms, handicrafts, and Kathmandu itself is known as the city of this temple. Yes, thus these wealth should be, yes, advertised in different, yes, media, national as well as in this international, yes, medias, to, yes, to know this about this Nepal to this rest of this world. Okay, so these are the, yes, lessons that Nepal can learn from the country like this Kenya as well as this Argentina for, yes, its overall, yes, development. And next question is that Cairo. Okay, Cairo is the, yes, capital of this Egypt. Because Africa, we have already learned about its physical features. Why Africa is known as dark continent? Why South Africa is known as this bright star of this Africa? We have already learned. And another question I have found for you, my all dear student, that Cairo is the capital of Egypt. It is highly developed and this advanced. Even there is very less rainfall. Why? Like this, my dear student, the question is asked in the examination. Okay, once again, my dear student, the question, listen me carefully, that Cairo is the capital of Egypt. It is highly advanced and developed, even though there is very less rainfall. Then how it is possible for the development of its area, even there is a very less rainfall? So now listen to me here. How, why, and how it is just developed. Now first, it lies in the bank of West Nile River. Cairo, the, yes, capital of this Egypt, that lies on the bank of the, yes, Nile River. Nile River नदीको चाहिँ किनारमा अवस्थित छ यो. Okay. So that which is good route to, yes, import and export the goods through this advanced boat. The quite accessible for this transportation of the boat as well as this what ships, is very suitable there to carry the goods from one place to another place. So that Cairo is highly developed even though there is very less rainfall. This is the first reason. And second one is that the Nile civilization which was developed here about 5,000 years ago. The Nile civilization was developed here 5,000 years ago. That is called this Nile civilizations, that attracts these thousands of these tourists there from all over the world, and on there's lots of foreign currency, and there is the availability or the facilities of these five-star hotels, motel, restaurant, bar, and full of security there, so that people or the tourists feel secure there, so that thousands of the tourists used to visit there in this Nile River, or you can say Cairo. So that Cairo on the lots of white money. That is also the plus point, that is Cairo is highly developed even though there is very less rainfall. Okay, my dear student, like this, my dear student, you must have to create the answer in your examination. Why Cairo is developed even though there is very less rainfall. Okay, my dear student, of course, yes. And next one is that commercial fish farming. Okay, commercial, yes, fish farming is highly developed there. Practiced on this bank of the Nile River, and this fish farming is mechanized there. Okay, such types of the facilities has been created by this government of this Cairo there. And similarly agriculture is also mechanized there, and good, yes, due to this facilities of the modern irrigation facilities that is given to these people of this Cairo, and availability of the reliable agricultural tools, machines, insecticides, pesticides, okay, chemicals, and this heavy dose of the fertilizers are being used there by the people or the farmers of the Cairo. So that Cairo is highly developed because it lies on this bank of the Nile. So that irrigation facilities and irrigation canals are also is constructed there for this farmers. So that Cairo is highly developed even though there is very less rainfall. And similarly, people are educated, they are skilled too and energetic due to this Western influence of this due to this Western influence. and follow this tourism industry. Most of the people used to follow this tourism industry. It lies on the bank of the Nile River, okay, which is very yes, a good route to yes, import and export the goods from one place to another place. And Nile civilization has been yes, developed yes, over 5,000 years ago. So that thousands of the tourists used to come here, and it lies on the bank of this Nile, so that there is a facility of this irrigation. So irrigation is yes, mechanized, and agriculture is also mechanized due to this availability of the irrigation facilities. And people are educated, okay, far-sighted and energetic, okay, due to this Western influence, and follow this tourism industry. So these are the reasons, my dear student, that Cairo is the capital of Egypt. There is very less rainfall, but also it is highly developed. Okay, this much for today, my dear student. Again tomorrow I will come with you for the by yes, bringing this new concept and this new questions, or you can say unit or the lessons. Thank you very much, my dear student.